I got a second Stark Varg, and it's the street legal one. It comes next week, which means this is my last chance to ride the Varg dirty. Before I take it into the streets, the front wheels always bothered me. It doesn't spin as much as I want. It helps with the wheelies if it keeps spinning. So I'm going to take it to my buddy Tim. He's an X Games world champion. He's going to tune it up before we hit the streets. Hello. What's up, bro?
What's the deal?
Dude, this bike looks so good. These are the 6 pistons, right? This kid got like all the best stuff you could possibly get. Oh, he's got 2 switches on there.
The headlight is on one, and then we have these stupid f***ing underglows.
Whoa, I need one of these stands. And then it just... Oh. Yeah, it's hard to wheelie, right?
Yeah, like the balance is a really high point.
And if you're not there, it just leans.
Yeah, it leans kind of one way or the other.
I'm on my way downtown for my last illegal ride on the Varg, and I'm going to cover some really interesting current events in the electric dirt bike space and end it off with a full feature wrap. So make sure to watch it till the end of this video, as always. Look at me riding dirty. Something so crazy happened. I was gone for the last couple days, and when I came back to my garage, one of my favorite bikes, the Mini Moto GP bike, had tipped, even though I've had it very stably balanced for like a month or 2 now. And right when I left, it tipped over. So I went into the security footage. Tell me this isn't a ghost pushing my bike over. It tipped in the direction it wasn't leaning in. Doesn't even make sense. It's a Lula from the Ghost Tunnel video. Still got the hole in my glove. I don't like buying new things unless I need them. And the only things I need are bikes. That's a cop. Hey. Ross should be here. Where's he at? What's up?
You make one hit the money, man. Oh, thanks, bro.
What's up? Right past the cop. Right past 2 cops. They just don't care downtown. Although they have changed the e-bike laws recently. E-bikes are no longer allowed to be 28 miles an hour in California. Now the maximum e-bike speed in California is 20 miles per hour, and the maximum power is still 750 watts. This bike is 45,000 watts. There's a video going viral of some kids riding non-street legal e-bikes in California right in front of some police. And the cops are being hella chill about it. The cops are letting the kids ride.
Yeah, I do. I have a surron, but at least be responsible.
But then one kid on his 2DO starts aggravating the police, and they ended up impounding his bike. A lot of people only saw the last bit of the clip where he's getting impounded, and it's like, oh, poor kid, he's getting his bike taken. But then you see the first part of the video that came out later, and it's like, no way, what are you doing? The cops were being so chill, and then you start messing with them. In other news, there is a huge tariff on goods from China, which includes every e-bike ever. So if they're taxing Chinese goods, that makes Chinese goods more expensive. That means e-bikes are becoming more expensive by up to 25%. And it doesn't make any economic sense. I did go to college for mathematical economics, and I can tell you these tariffs make 0 sense. Although that's the nature of economics. There is no right or wrong answer. You can do all the graphs, you can do all the calculations, but at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong. But I would say the tariffs on Chinese goods, that's wrong. Can't be making bikes more expensive. Now you could argue in favor of the tariff. You could say that it brings companies to manufacture in the US instead of import from China. But I'm seeing how these companies are reacting, and nobody's talking about manufacturing in the US because that would cost even more than the 25% tax they're getting charged now. So instead of bringing manufacturing to the US, they're just moving it to Thailand, Vietnam, Bangladesh, India. It's not doing anything for Americans besides making the bikes we buy more expensive. And that makes me sad. Let's go have some fun. Here we go, let's go into full power. 80 horsepower. It literally loops at any speed. That's half throttle. I have to use both hands to hold my helmet down. The helmet just wants to fly off. It's going so fast. How dare they lower the top speed of e-bikes in California from 28 miles an hour to 20 miles an hour. Ever since they announced that law, I'm just like, well, there we go. Basically, every bike's illegal. So this is definitely not my last illegal ride. It's my last illegal ride on the Varg. Didn't they want electric micro-mobility? Wasn't that what they've been talking about for the last 10 years? And then now it comes and they're like, nah, don't use it. You're not allowed to use it. It's a shame because there's nothing better in this world than riding e-bikes with your buddies. It's funny, this is something I never ever do. Pull up to the gas station on a bike. Thank you so much. Forgot my wallet. I'm riding one-handed. I don't have anything to hold this with. Yeah, hella nice spot. Yo.
Hey, bro, you still in LA?
Yeah, I'm at Staples right now.
I'll pull up right now. I got you. I'll see you right now.
All right, see ya. What's up, Joel?
How are you, bro?
Good to see you.
Bro.
New bike?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Is this the 21 kilowatt one?
I don't know. I just know it's new.
I think it is because it's the black one. Damn, we got the ultrabees out. This one's got the stunt bar on it.
Like all my homies got Varg.
Yeah, they do. Everyone's got a Varg now.
Yeah. When I wheelie the Varg and I get to 12, it just starts going like that.
Side to side.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel.
And then you know you're just right. And so when I do it, I slow into it, and then I just right.
Oh, bro. Oh, that's a two-stroke.
That's only 35 horsepower and this thing goes up to 80. It's like the feeling you get in a really fast car, like a Tesla or Lamborghini when you're taking off. It's that feeling you get, but you're on a fucking bike. Let's do a little race. That's not a race. I'm heading back to my truck now. The next time I'm riding a Varg, it's going to be the street legal one. The only difference is that it's 20% more battery, which is sick because it already has an insane battery. But besides that, it's the same bike, it's just street legal. And I got these awesome wheels for it from Warp 9. They're still being made, but I have some photos of what they'll look like. Forged wheels. They'll be matching kind of like what I have on the truck. It'll look so good on the bike. Let's talk about my last dirty ride on the Varg 80 HP. Charge it up and go to war. No plate, no face, no case, but I still got CHP knocking on my front door. Did that go hard? And I'm not talking about hitting 12 on the Varg because it leans a bit. And I'm not hating or anything, I just think it's something that needs to change a bit. You know what I'm saying? How can something so clean, so mean, so trim get banned from the fucking X Games? Seems like everything good these days can't last even 28 mph. We're dropping tariffs on bikes like bombs on ISIS. At least mine's made in Sweden. Write this down. The best bikes are like apples in the Garden of Eden. They're forbidden. How can something so clean, so mean, so trim not be allowed in our public streets? Now I had to get one with the plate. It's on its way. You'll know it's here when I'm swerving lanes like I'm wearing cleats. Just because the beat stopped, that one stopped, got so much range. If I was a battery, it'd be the max AH. You get it? Like amp hours. A battery with high AH gets more range. You get it? Fuck it, one more verse, keep it going. I can't stop. I'm electric, I'm on fire like an MX-5. You can catch me in the street, brand new bike. Next up is the Varg, Jimra and I. We stay outside. Don't stare too long at my new Fords. Wheels are awfully bright in the sun, and I can't tell your mom you lost an eye. Don't wanna flex, and I'll try my best, but I can't resist when I got two Vargs side by side. Breaking news. I just found a way to get the Surronster from California to Texas for the upcoming Megaride. And it's raining outside. Well, it's actually hailing. So there's no better day to go into the workshop, get this Surron dialed up for the next Megaride. I got some new parts for it. This is the current state of the Surronster. There is no chain, no rear brake, and no front brake. I'm restocking on charged PEV, gotta stay clean, especially for a ride out. And I got these new throttles. I've never upgraded my throttle like this before. These are from FX. They are fully metal throttles, and they're supposed to be top of the line, so we're gonna give these a try. This is the black one. It should work with stock or upgraded controllers. It plugs right into the harness. And this red one only works on programmable controllers, but it also comes with the plug and play. And I got something new from Prickly I've never got before. This is the Prickly Surron ultrabee brake kit. So it's the Surron ultrabee brakes with the Prickly custom mounting system ready to go. These are plug and play. They should be the best brakes for the light bee because they're designed for the ultrabee, which is twice the size. It comes with the hardware and it comes with the rotor, which also has custom Prickly mounting. Just beautifully CNC'd machined as always. Stocking up my charged PEV and giving my bike a quick detail. The peg spacer, the sprocket, and the wheels are all filthy. I'm taking off the stock throttle and the key plate so that I can unplug it and replug the new throttle. Putting the key plate back on, new throttle goes on, new grip goes on, and this is the most butter throttle I've ever touched. I didn't know this was a thing. Comparing it to the stock Surron, you can hear, listen, the plastic grinds. Then you compare that to the FX throttle. I haven't even ridden it yet and I already know I can't go back to the stock throttle. I'm taking off the rear wheel and using it as an opportunity to clean the inside of the swing arm, which always gets really dirty. And I'm putting on the new Prickly adapted ultrabee brake rotor. And I stripped not one, but two of the bolts I was using before I realized I wasn't even using the new ones. Usually I just hammer a star bit in, but it was not working on these, so I drilled into them and used the extractor. I was just nervous about hitting the threads in the hub, because if you fuck up those threads, you basically need a whole new hub.
Yes, come on, that's too easy.
But I got both of them out and reinstalled the rotor with the new hardware, and I hand tightened this time so there's no strippage. The rear wheel is going back on with the new brakes, and the reason the rear brake is so important is because of the wheelies. Without a good rear brake, you have no confidence in the wheelies. I'm installing the master cylinder. The caliper looks awesome, totally enough for the bike, and I'm feeding the tube through this access point near the peg, under the bash guard, up the side of the controller, through this access point. It's not ideal, it should be going through the bike, but it's alright for now. The chain I was going to put on was filthy, so I gave it a quick clean. Much better. The chain's going on, just need the master link, and I'm taking off the front wheel to put the new Megura floating rotor on it and put the wheel back on. That was a special experience for me. I'm glad I could share it with you. My last dirty ride on the Stark Varg. Little rap session. And then upgrading the Surronster for the Texas Megaride. Thank you so much for watching until the end. As they do!
Yeah, I'm on